So the internet has lost their marbles as Elon Musk has finally become the chief twit over at Twitter, acquiring the company for over $44 billion. And on this news, Dogecoin is pumped over 150%. There's also some really interesting outcomes now occurring as Binance has made the announcement that they will be using the blockchain to help Twitter remove bots from the platform. This is really interesting as it makes one ask the question, how will Twitter be integrating crypto? How exactly will this affect the crypto market? And finally, what exactly is Elon Musk's vision for the platform? I explore these questions and more on this episode of DGen News.
Welcome to DGens for a Brighter Future. Come join the degeneracy.
So before we get started, I just wanted to say quickly that these videos take a lot of work and a lot of time. And if you like this kind of content, I'd appreciate if you like and subscribe below. It means a lot to me. And please use the timestamps below if there's particular information you want to skip to. And with that being said, let's dive in. Twitter has always been the hub for crypto information. It's where NFT speculators, traders, and developers within the space would have long-form discussions on the platform. It's also where crypto people basically get their news. And Twitter has made some strong efforts to lean into the community. In May 2021, they announced that they were going to create a tip jar, which would allow people to send money to creators or to one another through the platform. And actually in November, there was a big announcement by Jack Mallers that Twitter would allow the tip jar to utilize the Lightning Network to send Bitcoin payments to one another. And later on, they would also add Ethereum into the mix. And in January of 2022, they actually integrated into the Twitter Blue subscription platform the ability to verify your NFT so that way people can actually know that you are the owner of the real NFT and not a person that just copy-pasted JPEG into their profile picture. So it's safe to say that Twitter has always had a strong relationship and an awareness of the cryptocurrency community. So what exactly is Elon Musk going to do now that he owns Twitter? Well, fortunately for us, Jason Calacanis actually asked him this question at the All In Summit. Now, let's check this clip out.
What would it look like if, I could add Jason to at Elon Musk, $10 or something if, we were splitting a check or something?
Sure. Well, for those that have used WeChat, I think WeChat's actually a good model. If you're in China, it's basically, you kind of live on WeChat. It does everything. It's sort of like Twitter plus PayPal plus a whole bunch of other things and all roll into one with actually a great interface. And it's really an excellent app. And we don't have anything like that outside of China. Such an app would be really useful. And just like the utility of it, of a spam-free thing where you can make comments, you can post videos, you can, I think it's important for content creators to have a revenue share. Now this does not need to be done on Twitter. It could be done from something that's created from scratch. So it could be something new. So really, but I think this thing needs to exist, whether it is converting Twitter to be the sort of like kind of all-encompassing app that, like I said, everything from digital town square where important ideas are debated, maximally trusted and inclusive, and at a point at which you sort of have a high trust situation, then payments, whether it's crypto or fiat, can make a lot of sense. We just want something that's incredibly useful and that people love using. But it's either convert Twitter to that or start something new. Those are the two. But it does need to happen somehow.
So it's safe to say that Elon Musk is really leaning into this free speech town square idea while also becoming a payments platform and social media giant. But notice what he said there. He really likes the WeChat model and how such an app is only available in China and would be incredibly useful in the West. Now, with that being said, you might be asking, what is WeChat and why would Elon Musk be so bold as to say he wants to lean into this model? So WeChat has been around since 2011 and since has become the 6th most downloaded application in the world. Now you might be watching this and you may have never heard of this app, and it's actually because it's only available in the Chinese market. It's what we call a super app. Now a super app is basically an app that has every single service under the sun. To give you an idea, WeChat, as the name implies, does not only act as kind of like a WhatsApp in China, but it's also a place where e-commerce takes place. It's also a payments platform. It's a large social media platform. It's also kind of the quasi YouTube of China, and it allows for live streaming and games and even ride sharing. A lot of people in China feel like they live on the app, and it's used every day by so many people all over the country. Now, to give you an idea of just how big this app is, while WeChat is the 6th most used app in the world, Twitter is only the 12th. So it doesn't even crack the top 10. So I think Elon Musk recognizes the potential here. To give you an idea, WeChat has consistently shown growth, which you can see right here. And in last year, it grossed nearly 18 billion US dollars, which is gigantic. And if you can really encapsulate all of those different services onto one app and you can bring in that many users, advertisers will come to you like crazy. I even found this article where it just talks about how luxury brands are trying to break into some of the games that you can play on WeChat. So suffice to say, WeChat is a behemoth of an application with so much going on. And I think that Elon Musk has some serious ambition to try to bring an app like this to the West. And what's really interesting is that no super apps have been successful in the Western market. But if anybody has the determination, resources, and ability to execute on such ambition, I think it would be Elon Musk, and he has a huge track record, though only time will tell, but this is an incredible vision. So you might be watching now and asking yourself, well, how does crypto play a role in this? Well, before we jump into all of that, we first have to talk about what exactly Elon Musk wants to do with Dogecoin and why does his partnership with Binance matter? So we definitely have to talk about Dogecoin. It has pumped from 5 cents to 15 cents since the acquisition of Twitter itself. Congratulations to the Doge holders. This is not financial advice, by the way, or an endorsement of Dogecoin. So with that being said, the real question around this pump is how seriously is Elon Musk taking Dogecoin and its integration into Twitter? And the real answer seems to be quite seriously. In some leaked text messages to Steve Davis, the CEO of Boring Company, Elon Musk was thinking about making a 0.1 Doge fee on every single tweet. Now, the idea here was that it would be extremely difficult for an entity to manage multiple bots if they had to pay for every single tweet in between. Now, this isn't to say that Doge is going to be implemented in this fashion, but rather to highlight the fact that Elon Musk is seriously considering all the different options of how he can integrate Dogecoin into Twitter. So this is actually huge, and I actually think now it's worth our time to keep our eyes on Dogecoin, as it may become a much more viable asset for Twitter and for its users in the near future. I did some digging and I found out that the Dogecoin Foundation includes individuals such as Jared Birchall, the CEO of Neuralink, who apparently represents Elon Musk at the foundation. Also, Vitalik Buterin is a member as well, and he's actually gone as far as to put on Dogecoin's roadmap, known as the Dog Walk, the idea of moving Dogecoin to proof of stake. Now, it's not clear as to whether they're changing the entire network to proof of stake or if it's a sidechain, but either way, having the opportunity to stake Doge would be huge, as it would provide rewards for Dogecoin holders. Now, there has been a sidechain created on Polygon. However, after digging into this, it doesn't look like Vitalik is involved in any way. So this seems to be made by just a bunch of Doge fans and programmers who just wanted to support the coin. Now, with that being said, be careful out there. This isn't financial advice to use that chain, but this is just something I wanted to know. Anyways, with all of this information about, there's a lot of speculation going on with Dogecoin, and you should definitely be careful, but it's definitely worth paying attention to. Elon Musk seems extremely serious about integrating Dogecoin onto Twitter. So now let's dive into the relationship between Twitter and Binance. Before we talk about this, it's important to understand that Binance gave Elon Musk $500 million towards the acquisition of Twitter. This is actually a big deal because it means that Binance has something to lose. They have stake in the success of Twitter. The next thing to note is that Binance has actually created a team to assist Twitter to use the blockchain on their platform, in particular to help remove bots. And I have a feeling there's more to this than just that. Binance has made many efforts to integrate crypto payments with many vendors all around the world. And Elon Musk did mention in that clip I showed earlier that integrating payments would be extremely important to the success of Twitter as a whole. And also within super apps, Payments and also e-commerce are oftentimes a major part of the formula. And that's what makes super apps very attractive to advertisers in the first place. So this would just be one piece of the puzzle. But the next thing that I found very interesting is the Bluebird index. So many people have speculated that the Bluebird index is simply following assets that will be integral to the success of Twitter's use of cryptocurrency. So what are these assets? BNB, which is the native coin of the Binance Smart Chain, Dogecoin, and more interestingly, Mask. Now, Mask is a very small altcoin, and Mask in particular is extremely important to this story because Mask essentially allows you to access Web3 while using traditional social media platforms such as Facebook and, more importantly, Twitter. Now, what does Mask do with Web3? Well, it allows you to send private messages to people through the blockchain. It also allows individuals to buy and sell NFTs on these platforms. Now, this is huge because if we actually think about it, Twitter could create an NFT marketplace and steal tons of volume from both OpenSea and Magic Eden. After all, if you as an NFT buyer are getting all your information from Twitter, wouldn't it be easier for the NFT artists and creators to simply list their NFTs on Twitter for you to purchase? And then Twitter would aggregate all of those fees. After all, the intention of a super app is to capture as much market share as possible. And in China, cryptocurrency is illegal, but in the United States and the West, it isn't. So the potential for gaining market share and making lots of money in the crypto space is definitely there. And perhaps this partnership with Binance may include adding a layer of trading cryptocurrency itself on the Twitter app. Now, this isn't all for sure, and obviously this is a lot of speculation on my part, but based on my research, this doesn't seem like a big stretch. After all, this is a mutual relationship between Twitter and Binance. So Binance has something to lose if Twitter fails. So with that being said, keep your eyes on those three assets. This isn't financial advice, but if you're trading, you might as well keep them on your radar. So to summarize everything I spoke about, it appears that Elon Musk is trying to turn Twitter into a super app while also implementing Dogecoin and capturing the cryptocurrency market share, as well as NFT buyers and sellers that have been so supportive of Twitter's platform for a very long time, while also turning it into a payments platform. Now, a lot of this was speculation on my part, but I don't think it's a stretch. And I really appreciate you as a viewer for watching this video, making it this far. And if you did, please hit that like button, subscribe, and check out some of my other videos, like this interview I did with Arnaud Solomon, the CEO of Met Pellerin, or this one that I did with Wiso, the lead developer of Beefy Finance. These are awesome videos that I had a lot of fun shooting. And also, if you enjoyed this video, check out my Mexi affiliate link. It's one of the best cryptocurrency exchanges in the world. And if you use that affiliate link, it helps support the channel. Anyways, degen safely.